How's it going, YouTube? Today I got a Kubey Vagrant. They just did a re-release of this knife, so I figured it's time to do a review on it. It's the KU291 or the Vagrant. $56 is the retail price on these, but you can usually get them for closer to $40 if you wait for a deal. This one comes in Austin. It's a Max design. But they just done a re-release and they now have it in 14C28N, which is kind of a lateral move in my opinion. But I guess maybe they had more of it on hand and it's a little bit more popular. We'll get into more on the stills in a little bit, but got a 3.15 inch sheep's foot blade, and you got a flat grind and a sandblasted finish, which I don't like. I'll get into that later. Yeah, 3.1 millimeter blade stock or 0.12 inches, and an overall length of 7.28 inches. Let's do some size comparisons. It's a Kaiser Mini Roach and the Spyderco Para 3 lightweight. The Para 3 lightweight is very close to the same length, and the Mini Roach is a little bit under. CJRB Pyrite or the Kubey Vagrant. Well, looks like the Kubey Vagrant has exactly the same handle. Looks like they recycled that. Yeah. But yeah, about the same length as all of both of these. About that. Didn't realize that. This is a Max design. This is an in-house design. As you see, they just recycled his handle. You got a 4.13 inch handle, 0.50 inches wide, and the close width in the pocket right in the middle is 1.29 inches. You got T8 body screws, and on the pivot, just like Sencut does, love to see that, and the pocket clips T6s. You got a weight of 3.35 ounces. You do have some weight relief on the inside. And the pocket clip is deep carry reversible. It's not inset, but the screws are flat. And you got this bluish G10. As you see, it's a different shade of blue than normal. But there are so many different options of this knife. Oh my goodness. I'll try to post some pictures up right now. As you said, they released like 5 or 6 new ones in 14C, including the Ultim. They also got a titanium version, about 5 different colors in it, and it's that one's around $160 retail. But of course, you can always find a better deal. So whatever flavor you like of this knife, they got it, except for my Cara. This is a liner lock. Good lockup, easy access. Seems to be all the QVs I've had good access to the liner lock. They've got their action down pat. Only one deployment method, of course, the hole, but you can easily thumb flick it or reverse flick it. If you want a flipper knife, this one isn't for you. If you want an extra large or a full size knife, this one probably isn't for you too. It's more of a mid-size knife. I can get a full 4-finger on it. But if you like big knives, this is not for you for sure. No backspacer or lanyard hole. You may be able to get a lanyard on the back barrel spacer. Kind of hard to tell. Yeah, maybe if it's a small linear. You have a good sharpening tool, which I've already sharpened this. It's been a while, but it does not have the factory edge, so I can't show that off. Let's get back into the steel before I go over my dislikes. AUS 10, nothing wrong with it. Not the most popular steel. It's from Japan. 14C, very popular budget knife still. I will say this one has a little bit more edge retention than 14C, but 14C is tougher and a little bit more corrosion resistance. Now, AUS 10 is stainless, but when you go and do stuff like sandblasting, you can still find rust. And I didn't even notice it till I started this video. This one has a little dot of rust starting on it. Right there, that's not dirt. Right there. So I'm going to have to clean that off after the video. This should not have problems rusting, AUS 10, but sandblasting is it'll speed up the process. Let's just say that, because it leaves little pores in the metal. It's just no good. Companies do it because it's super cheap and quick. It doesn't look too bad, but stonewash, satin, PVD, DLC, all those are better, at least for rust. Dislikes. The jimping up here isn't really the right kind of jimping. This is the kind that hurts. Doesn't feel good. This isn't really a complaint on the knife, but it should have nested liners for sure. That's always better. But at least they are flush, so they're not uncomfortable. And of course the sandblasted finish. But this is a very functional knife. No real problems with it. The newer version does have a little bit of a different clip. I'll post that up here too. But other than that, they're about the same price. So if you want AUS 10 or 14C, or I believe the Vagrants in titanium is S35 yen, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, so that's about all I got for this knife. I will have it linked down below if you want to check it out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Instagram. And give me a like or comment. See you in the next one.